So we're going to go ahead and get this party started. I don't want to keep you here long tonight. So I'd like to say hello, everyone, and I'd like to welcome you to our conference call and Facebook Live video tonight, discussing information that could be the foundation to totally changing the way your present and your future looks financially. So if you're just starting to watch this, what I want you to do is I want you to share it, and I want you to say at the top, when you put what you're posting when you share it, you need to hear this, okay? Because this information needs to be heard by really everybody in America, frankly, but especially those individuals who want to change and transform their life financially. So you want to share the video if you're starting to watch this, and at the top right, you need to hear this in all capital letters. And if you're listening, obviously over the phone, because this is also a conference call, you're not going to have an opportunity to share this on Facebook unless you get on Facebook, as you know. But I'd like to welcome everybody who's checking in from online, and also people who are over the phone as well. My name is Reco McDaniel. I'm the president and CEO of a company called Nove, where we focus on inspiring people, educating people, providing opportunities to enhance individuals' lifestyles. And 9 months ago, we created an alliance with a company called McDaniel that focuses primarily on personal financial success. You see, when your personal finances are together, you're not worried about what's going on in the economy, because your personal economy is straight. Hence the name MyEcon, short for My Economy. That's where our brand derives from. So if you've seen Nove powered by MyEcon, well, that's what that's all about. Collectively, we reached tens of thousands of people over the years, getting them on track to have success in several areas of their life, but primarily in their finances. So speaking of finances, several of you are joining in tonight to potentially hear some millionaire success secrets, okay? People ask me all the time how I was able to go from very humble beginnings growing up in a single parent home with very little money to starting a business and producing millions of dollars in revenues by my mid-20s. Starting other multi-million-dollar companies and traveling the world, being able to live a great lifestyle, and being able to spend a lot of time with my family. And I'll tell you right now, one of the first things that I'll say, which isn't a secret at all, is I found some millionaires to learn from, okay? And I know for many of you say, man, well, that makes a lot of sense. See, that was one of my initial mentors' first questions to me. He said, Reco, if you want to be a millionaire, let me ask you a question. How many millionaires do you know? Now, at that time, my answer was 0, okay? He said, you can't do what you don't know. I want you to think about that. You can't do what you don't know. See, if you wanted to become a doctor, you probably would have to go to medical school and learn from other doctors. If you wanted to become a lawyer or an attorney, you probably have to go to law school and learn from other lawyers or attorneys. If you wanted to be a pilot and fly planes, the same exact thing. You'll have to go to a school to learn how to fly, and pilots would teach you. So if I wanted to become a millionaire, then it would only make sense that I find a millionaire to actually learn from. So in fact, that's millionaire success secret number 1. Okay, and you want to take some notes and jot these things down, because for some of you, if you've never been exposed to different information to change your situation, you want to do what I call archive. You want to take notes, jot things down, and as time goes along, you want to start building like a journal, multiple journals, to help you gain more life experiences and give you information to achieve things that you've never been able to achieve. So that's the first thing I want you to write down. Millionaire success secret number 1 is follow and listen to a millionaire. You see, most of the time, it's not secrets, but the information isn't what you expected or what you wanted to hear. In order to have something that you've never had, you must do something that you've never done. But get this, that's going to involve a level of uncomfort. And that's the reason why most of the times people quit on certain things when it comes to becoming successful or changing, because it's uncomfortable. But I want you to write this down. Start doing the uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable. Start doing the uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable. So millionaire success secret number 1 was to follow and listen to a millionaire. That was success secret number 1. Millionaire success secret number 2 is to seek inspiration. Seek inspiration. Now, God blessed us all with emotions. And the reality is this: emotions run our lives. In fact, studies show that 87% of our decisions we make are emotionally made rather than logically made. But one area that most people miss is when it's coming to you using your emotions to change your future and what you focus on, okay? So they focus on what excites them, not what inspires them. That's what most people do. They focus on what excites them and not what inspires them. See, partying all night might excite some. You know, I know once in my life, especially when I first started college, I used to love to go partying all the time. That would excite me. Watching and keeping up with sports or reality TV may be exciting for some as well. But the question is, what inspires you? See, typically what excites us gives us a temporary fix, but what inspires us can motivate us to change something about our life. See, focus on inspiration versus excitement. Excitement drives your emotions, but it doesn't drive your actions. See, if you want to drive your actions, you got to start looking for some inspiration. I seek inspiration to be a better person. I seek inspiration to be a better husband. I seek inspiration to be a better parent. I seek inspiration to be a better entrepreneur. See, there are more people that play the lottery and will bet on a scratch-off ticket than would invest into information and bet on themselves. I want you to think about that. Because the thought of winning the lottery excites them. It's exciting for that moment, but where's the inspiration? Now, if I say a few things that you like and if it resonates with you, maybe you can catch it and just put it in the comment section to let somebody know what type of emotion you're feeling. Because I always believe it's not about what you know, it's about how you feel about what you know. So we want people, as they're coming back and watching this video and taking a look at the comments, that they can actually see that, hey man, this is something that you need to hear. And that little comment that I said, that little one-liner, that's something that needs to stick out. Even if you share those things, make sure you give me some credit, right? But there are more people that will play the lottery and will bet on the scratch-off ticket than would invest into information and bet on themselves, because the thought of winning the lottery, it excites them. So you got to remember that the excitement is just for the moment, but inspiration could actually set you up for living a lifetime of the lifestyle that you want. And that was millionaire secret number 2, right? Was seek inspiration. Millionaire secret number 3, get educated. You got to get educated. That's millionaire secret number 3. Why is it that most people come here looking to achieve the American dream, but most people that already live here are living the American nightmare? I want you to think about that, right? There's people who die to come into this country for a better opportunity, for a better way of life, so they can be able to achieve their dreams. But there's so many people here that take these opportunities for granted. Why? Because they're really not educated. See, people are in disarray because, you know, it looks like you look around and you can't trust anybody. I mean, if you were looking at some of the things that's going on in the news today, and I had it on CNBC, I typically don't watch a lot of news. I watch CNBC, or at least it's on my television in my office during the day when I work, because, you know, I'm continuously learning the language of wealth, learning the language of money and where business is going. But if you saw anything on the news or anything on TV, even on CNBC, it was talking about the president of our country is being called out as a liar right now by a former top-ranking official. You know, and because we live in a country ran by capitalism, most companies are out to make the most money that they can. You know, which those companies train their employees to maximize their profits at all costs. So you don't know if company reps are trying to help you out or earn a big fat commission check. So that's why there's so many things hidden from us when it comes to what's going on with the government, and we don't understand. When it comes to what's going on with the banking systems, even with private businesses, most people are fearful and make as little decisions as possible to change, but that's what the capitalistic juggernauts want you to do. They want you to do nothing. They want you to be indecisive. They want you to continue to live in a life that you always live, even though you're unsatisfied with it. But get this. You got to understand, if nothing changes, nothing changes. But if you make the right moves, just like in chess, you'll start winning the game. I want you to write this down. The only way things will change is if you get educated. The only way things will change is if you get educated. People think inspiration is the key to life change. They think motivation is the key to life change. They get on these conference calls, they get on webinars, they go to seminars, and they think all these things are the key to life change, but those things are not the key to life change. The key to life change is education. See, education is the beginning of the fertile ground to plant seeds of prosperity and abundance. Everything that you want in your life to appear, that's a form of a manifestation. That's a form of a harvest. You got to understand that you got to plant the right seeds in order to get the right harvest. But it's not just about planting the seeds. It's about the ground that the seeds are being planted on. See, a lot of you are watching this video right now because you're already ambitious. A lot of you are watching this video right now because you're already optimistic. A lot of you are watching this video right now is because you pray each and every day to live a better life and to get on track to what you want to accomplish in your life. But the bottom line is a lot of you don't have fertile ground to plant those seeds in because you don't have the right information. You don't have the right mentorship. You don't have the right guidance. You don't have the right people around you. And that's why you got to get educated and get those other things so those good seeds can have some good ground so you can produce a great manifestation. See, when you start to receive this education, then you need an opportunity in order to make your dreams a reality. And I can talk all night long about all this stuff, but millionaire success secret number 4 is to take advantage of an opportunity. To take advantage of an opportunity. Now understand, there are many opportunities out there. You know, sell this product, sell that product, you know, sell this, sell that. Listen, there is nothing wrong with selling. But most people don't feel like they can sell. I want you to think about that. If you're watching this and you're a guest and you don't even know what we're talking about, you probably can relate to some of the information I'm talking about. But most people don't go into business because they feel like, well, I don't know how to sell. You know, most people say, well, I don't want to sell. Well, we provide an opportunity based on strategy and not sales. See, if you have a strategy independently of anyone else, you can change your life. Now, if you come into my seminars, you'll realize that I talk about, what sales really is, because I always tell people you're always selling whether you know it or not. But the bottom line is what I'm here to share with you, just for those people who are a little timid when we talk about selling, is I'm talking about strategies. I'm talking about being able to put you on track to change your life, whether you can sell anything. See, our company provides an opportunity where we teach you 3 strategies that will change your life financially. Number 1, how to shift your income. Number 2, how to accelerate your income. And number 3, starting to invest your income. See, when you shift your income, accelerate your income, and invest your income, that's when you really can start put yourself on track to becoming a multimillionaire. That's the way I was able to transform my life financially and never needed a job since the age of 21 years old and doing quite well for myself. And I'm saying that from a humble place because I was able to start doing these 3 things. And this is what I'm going to share with you real quickly here tonight. We're just going to wrap up our 4th and final millionaire secret, which is take advantage of an opportunity. See, the first thing you want to do is to shift your income. And what we talk about in shifting your income is we want to start taking money that you already have that you don't think you have and start putting it into places to help you build wealth. See, most people who have become wealthy, most of those people, believe it or not, started off with nothing. Most of those people came from humble beginnings. Most successful people who have businesses never were taught business growing up. But they got to a point where they were able to start seeking out inspiration. They got to a point where they're able to get educated. Then they were presented an opportunity, which, by the way, they probably learned from a millionaire and helped them get on track to change and transform their lives. So when we start talking about shifting your income, it's important for you to understand that mostly everyone who started from nothing to get to something significant had to shift their income first. See, most people don't know this, but the number 1 expense you have is your taxes. So when we talk about shifting your income, it's important to understand that the first strategy in shifting your income is minimizing your taxes. See, if you have a job, you're already paying 1/3 of your income to the government every single year before you see it. Like if you get paid tomorrow on Friday, before you get your check that you work for, you got to give a piece of that to somebody called Uncle Sam, don't you? That's about 1/3 of your check. And then on top of that, you got to go out and pay property taxes. You got to pay sales tax. You got to pay ad valorem tax. You got to pay liquor taxes. You got to pay state taxes. You got to pay sales taxes. You got to pay all these different taxes, federal taxes. But did you know your income taxes are the one tax that you can't control? See, we teach you a strategy on how you can increase your income right away and experience a raise in your work check without getting your boss to approve it. And it's totally legal, ethical, and moral. What that means is totally legit, okay? But that's the first part of shifting your income, is minimizing your taxes. And then what we start teaching you is how to minimize your debt. See, taxes cause debt. Most people don't realize that. Most people, I guess, think that debt just accumulates over time and there's no way that you can control it. But that's actually a lie, okay? See, since taxes eat up 1/3 of your income, you have to go out and borrow to make up the difference. See, the banks qualify you to purchase a home, to purchase a car, or to give you credit based on your gross income. But you have to pay it back based on what? Your net income. So now you're attempting to purchase things that you really can't even afford. Here's the reason for the loan. Now, when you're adding high interest, when you're adding potential programs that you don't understand and all these other fees, you put yourself in a position where you're behind the eight ball in terms of trying to build wealth. If you want to become a millionaire, it's important you understand how to start shifting your income from the government and from some of these banks in the form of these high interest rates and this debt that you're paying, and start shifting it to yourself. See, we teach you the different kinds of debt and which ones to pay off first. We help you get a game plan to minimize your debts to get closer to living the lifestyle of your dreams. And that's what you need if you want to start winning big, is figuring out how to get out of debt as quickly as possible. And I've actually seen with my own eyes people paying off debt years before they were supposed to, in terms of whatever their minimum payments were. I mean, imagine you being able to pay off your car in not 3 or 4 years, but we're talking about 18 months, paying off your house in not 30 years, but 18 years, paying off credit cards in a matter of months. And you start putting that money into places to, guess what, help you to become a millionaire, or at least to start becoming wealthy and leaving a legacy for your family. So we're focusing on minimizing your taxes. We're focusing on minimizing your debt and also minimizing your expenses. This is pretty much self-explanatory. Once you learn how businesses are intentional and they're out here to get your money, you will be able to put yourself on track of being educated on how to keep more of it so you can pay off your debt and so you can invest. Because that's how you build wealth. Now, lastly, what we also want to do is we want to help you increase your credit. I want you to check this out. If you have less than perfect credit, you are paying higher interest rates and fees on everything people with good credit pay little to no interest for. I want you to think about it. Banks are literally making a killing, for the lack of better words, off the back of people with poor credit scores. How is it that someone can pay a 0% interest rate on a car, but somebody else paid 20 to 30% for car loans? We provide you with information to help fix your credit, or professionals that can do it for you. You can fix your own, or professionals that'll be able to do it for you. But the bottom line is this: when we increase your credit and we minimize all those things in terms of your taxes, your expenses, and your debt, what that does is help increase your cash flow. This is the beauty of income shifting. Most people think they got an income problem. They say, Rico, I need to make more money. And that's the reason why people don't really start chasing their dreams, because they figure they're stuck where they are. If you're watching this right now, if you're listening to this right now, and if you feel defeated because you feel like you don't have enough money, you just don't understand the game. And when you don't understand the game, you'll feel so discouraged and so defeated, you won't get it. You won't get in and play it. You won't put your best foot forward if you really don't feel like you can win. Most people don't feel like they can play. That's why they don't get up and play. They just go to work every day, day after day, and trying to figure out how to make it, and actually thinking in the back of their heads that they never will, and they just stop thinking about it. Then therefore they continue to be capitalized on for the rest of their lives. The government, the banks, and the businesses keep taking advantage of what you're bringing to the table in the form of your money, and they keep making money, and you do not build wealth or a legacy for your family. Therefore, the financial curse continues to be passed on. But what we're going to do is put you on track to do these things with shifting your income to help you win in a major way. See, after we start shifting your income, the next thing that we're also going to help you do is accelerate your income. See, you need something called 1099 income. I want you to write that down. 1099. 1099 income. In this country, all we do is use letters and numbers called tax codes. It sounds boring, but once you understand it, it's really simple. See, check this out. America runs this economy using tax codes. You all know this, but you just probably don't really dig deep into it. Letters and numbers used to try to confuse you. W-2, W-4, 1099, 501c3, 1040, 401k, Schedule C, Schedule A. See, all these things are just letters and numbers here to try to confuse you. But it's really simple. There's one thing you need to have in your portfolio right away, and that's some type of 1099 income. Why is that? Because the 1099 says, tax me last and I get to pay myself first, legally, ethically, and morally. A 1099 says, I want to keep my cash flow positive all year, and I'll give the government what's left after I take care of who? Me, myself, all right? That's you. So why do most Americans settle for the tax code called a W-2, which says that take the taxes first, then pay me last? So you have to start earning some 1099 income. See, people settle for that. Why? Because they're not educated. See, because if they had a millionaire telling them, listen, if you want to become a millionaire, the first thing you got to start doing is shifting your income. And the first thing you got to do is start minimizing your taxes. Wealthy people pay the lowest tax rates out of anybody else in this country. Warren Buffett pays a lower tax rate than his secretary. And if you don't know who Warren Buffett is, he's a multi-billionaire. That's with a B, okay? One of the wealthiest men on earth and has been for several years. And he admits that his secretary, who makes $30,000 a year, pays a higher tax rate than him, and he makes billions. He makes more than $30,000 a minute, okay? Probably a second, but you got to understand how powerful that is. You want to put yourself on track to start doing what the wealthy do to become wealthy. See, most people feel like, well, the only way I can do what the wealthy do is I've got to become wealthy first, then I can do what the wealthy do. No, you have to start the behaviors first to become wealthy. The behaviors that make you wealthy, guess what, will keep you there. But you got to start somewhere. Now, you may say, Rico, well, where do I get a 1099 from? I don't have a 1099. Well, this is what I'm talking about right now. See, along with the 1099 income, you're going to get several additional potential tax deductions. I want you to think about right now things you spend your money on that you can't deduct from your taxes. Why? Because you don't have a business. You don't have 1099 income. You know, the vehicles you drive. My wife and I, we drive European cars, and guess what? There's a lot of expenses we get to take off. It's very expensive to get our cars serviced, but since they're our business vehicles, guess what? We get to write those things off. You know, we just went this past weekend for my wife's birthday. We just went out of the country to the Grand Cayman Islands. We spent about 4 or 5 days in the Cayman Islands. Beautiful trip, but guess what? I talked business while I was there, so that turned into a business trip. My airfare tickets, the resort stay, a lot of the meals that we ate, all those things now tax deductible. A lot of things you take care of, maybe from your dry cleaning to even areas in your home. There are a lot of things now that you can write off, your internet, your cell phone. These are bills you're going to pay anyway. And what the wealthy does is they set themselves up to have deductions to be able to take down their tax rate. And that's what happens when you start earning 1099 income. But on top of all of that, guess what? We have a model where we can show you how you can earn a few $100s per month up to a 6-figure income per year, and people are already doing it. It's not something that I'm thinking that's happening, guys. You got to understand this is something that I know for a fact. And I actually see people earning an incredible amount of income because they decided to get started with what I'm talking about right here. The third and final thing I obviously want you to do is start investing your income. And the reason why you want to do this is this where you're on the road to wealth. When you become a millionaire, most millionaires are not made because they're going to working hard. Okay? Work and wealth are not synonymous. All right, work and wealth are not synonymous. No, I know a lot of people who work very hard that are not wealthy, and I know a lot of wealthy people who don't work at all. So you can't say I got to keep working hard in order to build wealth. I got to keep working hard to be a millionaire. No, your money has to start working hard. And if you want to build a legacy, something that you can pass on to your kids and then their kids, it's not just about you making a great income. It's not just about you just continuing to just, marginally increase your cash flow, but it's about you getting to a point of investing. There are different investments you'll learn about, such as real estate, stocks, bonds, precious metals, private business, and other ways to grow your money. But it's important to understand we're not going to invest your money for you, but what we're going to do, we're going to get you to a point of understanding the terminology and perspective to sit down with investment professionals to make the right decisions about your money. So eventually your money will be making money for you. I want you to think about that. See, now if you have your money in the bank, let's say you're doing okay. Let's say you're doing pretty well and your money's in a savings account right now. You got $5,000 in the savings account, $10,000, $20,000. Let's just say you've been saving really well. You got $50,000 in the savings account. You're being capitalized on right now. The bank may be giving you 0.05% on your money, 0.08%. That's even generous. They're taking your money, investing it into different things, and they're making 8%, 10%, 12%. In fact, your money that's in the bank, they're loaning that to somebody for a car or for a credit card. They may be charging 18% or 24%. They're investing your money to make money for them and giving you pennies. They call that capitalism. See, you can't hate, they say don't hate the player, hate the game, right? You can't hate the bank. You can't hate on the government. You can't hate on the businesses. What you got to look at is capitalism and say, I'm getting mad at you and I'm going to get in the game and I'm going to be able to play to make myself some money. See, that's what we teach you, this game of capitalism, so you can get in and you can learn what to do to shift your income. You can learn what to do to accelerate your income. And when you start learning what it takes to start investing, then you're putting yourself on track to win. Getting in position of being around the right people to build alliances and even an investment group. Imagine getting to a point of being able to sit at a table and being a part of discussions about purchasing apartment complexes, shopping malls, pre-IPOs for companies that are about to go public. The possibilities are endless. But remember, if you're not currently investing, you're not even on the road to creating any kind of wealth. Our goal is to help you get there sooner than later with our income shifting membership. Now, with this membership and these 3 strategies we're working with you on, what I just talked about, the income shifting, accelerating your income and investment income, all those things are a part of the strategies that we're teaching you. You're also going to receive software to assist you in implementing these strategies right away. This will show you how long it will take you to get to the income you desire from the money making you money. It's just not a game plan to show you how to make money. We're talking about paying off your debts. We're talking about increasing your credit. We're talking about getting to a point where the money you were paying the taxes to Uncle Sam now is going into your investment accounts that's going to eventually get to a point of populating, hopefully being millions of dollars and your future generations being taken care of. Assisting you in paying off your debts and information to help you increase your credit score. Other benefits include identity theft protection, also free and discounted legal services, tax benefits, discounted travel, and also shopping perks. All of this I'm talking about, and your affiliation with what I'm talking about for only $35 a month. Actually, it's less than $35 a month. That's right, it's only $34.95. See, if you eventually want to become a millionaire from where you are right now, you would have to do these things regardless of if you decide to join our organization or not. See, whether or not you decide to join us, whether or not you decide to, get with these individuals who just shared this video and figure out what you got to start doing now, because the reality is this: if you want to change your life financially, you're going to have to start one day. Whether it's 6 months from now, whether it's 6 years from now, whether you get to a point of being 60 years old and realize, man, I should have started way before this point. If you want to live well before you leave this earth, you got to start somewhere. Why not start right now? Why not start right here, right now? See, because the beauty of saying yes is that you get an opportunity to, number 1, learn from millionaires. Number 2, get inspiration. Number 3, be educated consistently. And number 4, take advantage of an opportunity. That's the beauty of saying yes right now. Learn from a millionaire, get inspiration, get educated, and be able to take advantage of an opportunity. All these things are what make up, guess what? The millionaire success secrets that I gave you earlier. There is no longer a reason why you have to live in the dark about gaining success or be in fear of what to do next. What I want you to do is I want you to make a decision tonight to get on track to changing your life. If you're watching this video after today, and maybe it's in the morning, maybe it's in the daytime, what I want you to do this morning, what I want you to do today, what I want you to do when you watch this video is to make a decision to change your life. Let me tell you why: because your family is depending on you. See, this is not a video to hype you up. This is not a video to sell you anything, because I can assure you, if we were in it for your money, we would be trying to get way more than $35. Okay? Let me assure you of that. What our goal is, and our fiduciary duty, our God-given duty, I'm telling you right now, is to help other people experience the feeling that we've experienced. Being able to travel the world, being able to give back to your communities, being able to give to your church, being able to do things and not have to worry about if your bills are going to be paid. You got to understand that you can't make a decision that could drastically affect the rest of your life, and that's about taking action. See, if you feel this was great information, share these thoughts. Share your thoughts below on what you just heard. And what I also want you to do is share this video with other people. See, I believe that we are all blessed to be a blessing to somebody else. And if you believe that, even before you can start teaching people some of the things I just taught you here tonight, even before that, you know what you can start doing? Sharing this information. See, while you start getting this information to change and transform your information, guess what you can do? You can share it with somebody else. And the beautiful thing about what we do and the education that you're receiving here is you don't have to wait till you graduate to start making money. You actually earn while you learn. So I'm extra excited about seeing each and every one of you get on track to change and transform your life. And I look forward to meeting some of you, if not all of you, who are watching this one day personally. With that being said, God bless you all, and I look forward to working with you real soon. Good night, and share this video with somebody else who could benefit from it. Good night, everybody.